Hey guys, in an effort to avoid the political theater of the day, this will be a quick piece about Pedro Pascal and a bio piece that was done on him for the trade publication Variety, which I guess is a tabloid. I don't know. It doesn't matter anymore because they're so all of these trade papers are now owned by one company for the most part, and whatever Penske Media Group is calling themselves now, they own them all. So it's we're going to start seeing even less uh, diversity of thought and more homogenized articles out of all of these trades. So we'll have to go fishing for entertainment news elsewhere. The Wrap isn't much better, which is one of the last ones that isn't owned by Penske, but I digress. Anyway, Variety goes out of their way here to try to rehab the image of Pedro Pascal because of the recent rumors, substantiated rumors, of him being absent from the set for at least half or a greater period of time of the current season of Mandalorian, and the reasons why. It's not good to look like a diva. So let's take a look under the helmet, as Variety would have you think, at Pedro Pascal. Enjoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, hiss and foes, welcome to the Culture Casino.
First, let me say I'm a huge Pedro Pascal fan. I really enjoyed his performance in Game of Thrones as Oberyn Martell. I thought he did a brilliant job. I think he's a talented actor. I think he's had an interesting upbringing, and I think that that's actually outlined very well in this article. Sometimes a bio article is very informative in the way that it's intended to be, actually. And this one, I think, is informative in that way, but it's also informative in some other ways that maybe convey some truth around what happened on the set of Season 2 of The Mandalorian. Now, again, getting back to Pedro Pascal, I'm not certain I'm excited about his upcoming performance in Wonder Woman 1984 because I'm really sick and tired of political garbage ending up in our films, and my takeaway from everything that I've heard of the upcoming film is we are going to get more of that politically divisive pablum that we've all been trying to avoid. Now, his performance in the Netflix series Narcos for 2 seasons was fantastic, and I truly enjoyed it. I think that he is a great actor. There's no denying it, and I know that some of what he experienced as a young person and in obviously the experiences of his family in Chile before coming to the United States informed his performance in that show. So again, wonderful, brilliant, excellent actor. However, based on some corroborated evidence at this point and statements that have been gathered by YouTubers and news sources alike, Pedro Pascal left the set of The Mandalorian about halfway through the season, about halfway through the shooting elements of the season, and did the majority of his work from a voice acting standpoint, which, to be honest with you, he kind of corroborates in the story. Now, as you go through the story and you learn more and more about him, we get to the part of the interview where they talk about the Mandalorian. So I'll read from the article because it'll inform you more than me just describing it. The Mandalorian was indeed the next big S, helping to catapult the launch of Disney Plus to 26.5 million subscribers in its first 6 weeks. With the Star Wars movies frozen in carbonite until at least 2023, I noted offhand that he's now effectively the face of the biggest pop culture franchises in the world. Pascal could barely suppress rolling his eyes. Of course he couldn't. Pascal says, I mean, come on, there isn't a face, he says with a laugh that feels maybe a little forced. It was forced, dude. If you want to say you're the silhouette, which is also a team effort, then yeah. He pauses, says, can we just cut to the S, or just cut the S and talk about the child? Talk about a redirect. So the person that was interviewing him actually went down that road and probably crafted their question in exactly that way. Or, talking about the face of the franchise, which of course is the sore spot for Pascal. and it shows in his response. So if you've ever had doubts about whether or not this was a problem for him, let me tell you, it was. Anyway, reading on just a bit more. Yes, of course, the child, or at least as the rest of the galaxy calls it, Baby Yoda. Pascal first saw the incandescently cute creature during his download of Mandalorian storyboards, because Favreau brought him in early to take a look at it when he was bringing him in to cast him, obviously in the initial meeting. So anyway, literally my eyes following left to right, up and down, and boom, Baby Yoda, close to the end of the first episode, he says. That was when I was like, oh yep, that's a winner. And of course it is, because everybody fell in love with Baby Yoda. The problem is if again, I'm not reviewing the episode The Marshal of Season 2, but I will say that Baby Yoda's wearing thin, in my opinion. Moving on in the article, even if Pascal couldn't always be inside Mando's body, couldn't always be inside Mando's body. Wonder what that means. He never left the character's head. He was always aware of how this bounty hunter who carooms from planet to planet would look askance at anything that felt too good or too adorable to be true. So, again, acknowledging that he likely wasn't in the outfit. Amongst many other things, yeah, I think everything that we heard is true. And that's all I have to say. This is an interesting article. It might be worth your time to read. It might not. You can find it on Variety under the picture heading that I showed you earlier. All in all, again, it's a typical Variety puff piece that you do when you're trying to rehab your image, which is obviously what Pedro is trying to do. But now I have to bring to your attention something a little more serious and closer to home in our community. We have a member of our community, Bird of Prey 5, who absolutely right now needs your help. He needs your assistance if you can offer it, if you have the means to help support someone who's been dealing with a medical condition for an extended period of time. He had an issue about 11 years ago that created quite a long illness for him, leaving him pretty much incapacitated and living in a hospital bed in a living room. Right now, his mother is his primary caregiver. And if you've been a member of this community or followed anybody in the community, you probably have heard about Bird of Prey 5. Bird of Prey 5 is a great member of the community. He supports people. He's present in many live streams just to be there for the chat and participates in various ways and still, puts YouTube stuff together from his bed. So if you can, take the time to go by the GoFundMe page that I have linked in the description below. Check out this that I have here posted next to me and, read through it. And if you have the means, please help out. Other than that, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, of course. And until next time, bye. Hey there, one last quick note before I let you go. And before we make it to the end of this video, I, Culture Casino, have a brand new Teespring store. That's right, you can now go to Teespring, look up Culture Casino, or use the link in the video below, and pick out some handsome and beautiful Culture Casino merchandise with many different designs and styles and colors, many different items. I was actually surprised at all of the things that you could create. And I have some more designs and items on the way here shortly. But, if you want to support the channel in that way, there is some merch. Otherwise, here comes the ending. Thanks for visiting today. Be sure you're subscribed and hit that for alerts.
Yay!
Of course, like and share all of the videos that you can as it helps with the algorithm. Have a great day.